I'm Tyler. This is Bekah, the one on the right. We've been dating for a long time. During that time, we've had all sorts of adventures, made some great friends, and gradually intertwined our lives together. She's amazing. She's super smart, she's beautiful, and she's my best friend. So I asked her to marry me. This is the proposal. So first things first, I had to get permission. So I'm ready to meet your dad. Not meet him, I've met him before. I'm ready to meet him here for beers. And I even got my name tag on, since that's who he thinks he's meeting. Oh, hey.
Bob.
Did you like that? There you go. So we talked a while about us getting married. And eventually, I bought him enough beer that he said yes. But there were others that took more time to convince. Okay, Stouty and Stella, are you okay with me asking Bekah to marry me? Aw, thanks, guys. Next, I needed to put together my plan. I spent the next couple months planning, sneaking around, scheduling with people, getting you off work, driving across the country, and weaving my elaborate web of lies, preparing for the big day. Alright, let's go check this place out and see if we can find anywhere good. So it turns out there's no perfect spot, but I think this might work. Once I found the right place, I hid 2 boxes, took a lot of pictures, and got out of there. And I even scouted out some breweries for us. Now we wake up super early and sneak out of our hostel and make the 8.5-hour drive home. Just so we're all clear, I can't even practice my proposal without crying. Alright, I just spent all our money and bought 18 flights for people that don't even know they're going on them yet, including you. So hopefully this all works out. A little nervous now, seems a little real. Alright, it's Thursday morning, and you finally left the house, so that means it's game time. Let's go. 8 years ago, right after we started dating, I left for a semester abroad in France. To keep our relationship going, I left you a present for every week I was gone. One of those presents was given to you during the middle of your class by your professor. Conveniently, you were still going to school where we first met, so we'll start this whole thing off with you in class getting one more present.
I've been a coordinator and teacher. I'm also functioning as a hostess. So back up here. For you. Where's your phone at? Rebecca, there are 2,800 puzzle pieces in this box. That's also how many days it's been since the last time you were given a box during class. Ready for the next adventure.
You also got the first of 8 letters, each one describing a different period of a relationship.
Stop shaking.
There you go. Off with Kristen on journey number 1. Don't worry, your car's in good hands. So they went out and got sushi and had a good time. Meanwhile, I stopped by and saw your parents and made plans with them for the next day.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm sitting in Home Depot.
Okay.
So totally normal proposal activity.
Yes.
So Bekah gets taken to Cleveland, and she finds a bunch of our friends there. And then they do what they do best.
3, 2, 1.
No idea what I'm doing picking out your clothes, so there's so many clothes. So many. They finish the night off, and Bekah worries about having to go to work the next day, not knowing that I already took care of that weeks ago.
Another twist in their love story. Sleep well, my beautiful girlfriend. I'll see you tomorrow. You should be checked out and ready to go at 9 a.m. Better
What?
than 5 though, right?
It's not happening tonight!
It's been a long day. It was totally worth it. Okay, here we go. It's the day of. I'm sort of fancy, so you believe that this is actually happening. I'm gonna go pick your sister up from the hotel in a few minutes. You're gonna check out of the hotel, and Jay-Z's gonna pick you up. You're gonna go to brunch and get your nails done. My parents are gonna come here, and I've put this letter on the door. I had to color it so they'd see it. It says Mom and Dad, and they think they're coming to meet us for lunch. Well, meet me for lunch. And then hopefully they're gonna come pick you up from the police station if all goes well. I'm really excited. And I'm super nervous.
Feeling that shape.
This is a big letter.
I'm literally just pacing the house. Bekah gets dropped off with me at the production facilities of one of our favorite local breweries. I take her in through the back door, and we sneak up some stairs all the way to the roof.
This does not seem like a proposal spot.
I get my camera set up, and then it was finally time for the moment she'd been waiting for. Or so she thought. Back when I was planning all of this, I'd made a couple friends. One is the brewmaster for the brewery I was about to propose on the roof of. The other is a police officer. And both of them were about to ruin my perfect proposal and tell us that we were in trouble for trespassing on the roof and needed to leave. I knew this was going to happen. Bekah didn't. The officer escorted her to his car, telling her that he needed to take a statement from her, and drove her, sirens and all, to the local police station. While all this was happening, my parents came to meet me for lunch, but only found a note on the door telling them that if they wanted me to continue with my proposal, they needed to grab the bag from inside and follow the rest of the instructions in the letter, starting with picking you up at the police station. Like most everyone, they knew nothing about this beforehand. My parents took Bekah and met up with her parents for lunch. This was a good way to kill time while me and 5 of our closest friends headed to the airport together. Bekah gets a call from my sister telling her to look under the back seat of my parents' car.
There's a baby! Yay!
Destination is the airport. Her flight leaves at 4:30. You can tell her that so she can start panicking.
She finds a letter I had hid there a few weeks ago. The letter tells her to head to the airport, and also tells her that we'll be going to Asheville, North Carolina. Meanwhile, our flight gets delayed, so we hide in baggage claim so Bekah doesn't see us. Eventually, everyone gets on their flights. I have some of her long-distance friends call her during her layover, while we drive to the airport that she's flying into. Finally, we are together again. I get another rental car and we head to our Airbnb, but not before stopping for dinner. Meanwhile, our friends got a surprise too. Our other friend from Colorado was waiting for them when they walked into their Airbnb.
Good morning.
This is Bekah. I found her at the airport.
First I thought, oh, I might get engaged June 20th. Nope. So I'm like, okay, June 21st. And then I get to see the ring, and then I get put in a cop car.
Okay, so what do you think is going to happen today?
I think we eat brunch,
Okay.
drink beer,
Okay.
and then put the ring on his finger.
And that's pretty much what happens. She also still doesn't know that anybody else is even in the state. Bekah and I drive along the Blue Ridge Parkway outside of Asheville. I give her her final letter, and we make our way up into the mountains. Here's my question. How did the box get here that you're looking for?
I don't even want to know.
And of course, as we begin our hike, the weather, which had been beautiful all morning, changes to rain. But it doesn't do much to kill the excitement. Bekah found the final box, and inside of it a note telling her that this was only the beginning of our adventure.
So it's about a little before 12. We're on the mountain, we're headed up. There's a bunch of ugly people up there. And hopefully we surprise you guys. See you soon!
To entertain them while they waited for us, I had left instructions with them to find the other box that I had hidden on my first trip down. As Bekah and I arrived, they waited patiently in the trees until after she had said yes.
I mean, they're moving. It's go time. It's go time.
Excuse me, we're a little lost. Could you help us find the path? Could you help us? Yes, he is.
I never would have thought he would have drugged you off.
Neither did we back
1, 2, 3, congratulations! Craziest proposal ever!
So, I don't deserve any of you, and you are the best people in the whole world, and I am so happy that you were here, and this is going to be something I remember for the rest of my life.
And that, kids, is how I proposed to the girl of my dreams. In the rain, on top of a mountain in North Carolina, surrounded by my best friends. And it was perfect. And I couldn't have done it alone.